Hello YouTube, my name is Joseph. Welcome back and thank you so much for tuning into the Popsicle Night channel. Please don't forget to click the like button if you enjoy this video and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Also hit the notification bell so that you can get informed if I release new videos. And feel free to share this content with others. In today's video, I'll be showcasing Tsareena in this match with Lucario Metal and Zacian V combo. Since my last video, I didn't want it to be too long, so I thought I'd just make another video showcasing what Tsareena can do against a top tier deck. So if you haven't seen the deck profile for this particular deck with Tsareena, go ahead and check it out. And I hope you enjoy this gameplay. Okay, so in this matchup, looks like we're fighting against a metal type deck. And we're just gonna go first in this one. We can get our energy attachment right away. Bounsweet is the only one we can put in the active right now, so we're gonna do that. But we have a quick ball. Since we have Butterfree VMAX, yeah, let's just attach one energy on Bounsweet. We don't really care about the weakness guard because we're not fighting against fire type. So let's just use quick ball and get a Butterfree V onto our bench so we can start building up our VMAX to fight off against this Zacian V and or company. Let's see what other Pokemon they have in this deck. So our opponent attaches a metal energy on Zacian V and a metal goggle. So that will increase their defense by 30. And they're just gonna use Intrepid Sword. So they can attack next turn and just knock out our Pokemon here. So let's evolve into Butterfree VMAX. We have Turffield Stadium. We have Rare Candy, which is really good. And we're just gonna use Tsareena, evolve it, and we're gonna use Timeout Kick to get rid of one of those energy, preventing them from attacking in the next turn. So that's a good way to disrupt our opponent. Now they have to attach another one and use Intrepid Sword, and that allows us a few more turns to a turn or two to be able to set up our bench. Okay, so they are using a Lucario Melmetal combo here with Zacian V, and if they use that GX, it's gonna increase their defense by 30, and potentially with the metal goggles we're gonna be hitting 60 less damage. And a lot of these metal types are actually resistant to grass types, so we're hitting for 90 less. Yeah. So if once they get that Lucario Melmetal GX, that's minus 90 to our attack damage. Okay, so they're just gonna Intrepid Sword and they attach one energy on their Lucario Melmetal tag team. Let's just attach an energy on Butterfree VMAX because I think the best way to deal with this now is to use special conditions, confusion, and poison, because poison is not affected with that defense. They will get minus, or yeah, they'll get 10 damage basically with every passing moment with the poison. But for now, we will time out kick this Zacian V, removing it in entirety its attached energy on it. So it's empty-handed right now. But our opponent puts an energy on their Lucario Melmetal, so it's now ready to use its GX, and it can remove all the energy on our active, so we gotta watch out for that. And now they also have a Zacian V on their bench as well, so they have a full-on power here. They're gonna be very defensive, and with the attack power of 230 every attack, that's very scary. But we'll do our best. We're probably gonna lose this game, but we're gonna do our best. So let's just do Power Whip and hit it for 10. Yeah, see, we only have 2 energies, so 2 times 2, that's 4. So minus 30 with that metal goggles, we only deal 10 to their Lucario Metal tag team. So this is gonna be a very long battle if they don't knock us out first, but at least we're dealing some damage. Let's just put it that way, I guess. They're gonna use Tag Call. Probably gonna use Malo and Lana, yeah. So they can switch Zacian V out of there because they can't attach Air Balloon on it and they don't have any energy, so it can't retreat unless they use a switch of some sort, and they're probably just gonna use Malo and Lana. But they don't right now. They're just gonna Intrepid Sword with the other Zacian V. So we have another turn to figure out what we're gonna do to beat this guy, if it's even possible. Yeah, let's just keep attacking this guy then. There's really nothing much we can do with our hand right now, so at least we're still hitting for 40 because they haven't used their GX attack yet. So it's, I think, better than hitting for less. So it's best that we hit Zacian V right now, and then we can just pick on its HP later on in the game if it's even possible. So again, that resistance to grass does not help. Metal goggles does not help. Does not help us. Will not help us in this game. So they're gonna use Marnie to get all that card back into their hand or their deck. But at least we get a lot of other basic on our hand, which is really good. So they do use their GX, Full Metal Wall GX there, removing all of Tsareena's energies, so we have to build it back up again, which is going to be very difficult. We have a Rare Candy, which is really good. We can use Rillaboom. Yeah. And then be able to... Yeah, Tsareena is basically a goner here. Because all they have to do is put an energy on their Lucario Metal. And then they can just knock out Tsareena. Because their second attack there deals 150 exactly, so it's gonna knock out our Tsareena. So it's better to build up our VMAX, Butterfree VMAX. So at least it can deal 150 damage less our opponent's defenses. So it will deal some damage, but it's gonna disrupt them because we're gonna have a poison and confusion affecting their Pokemon. So we're gonna evolve our Rillaboom. We're gonna get Steenee. We can evolve this Bounsweet into Steenee, and we're gonna use Voltage Beat to build up our Steenee. So once it evolves into Tsareena, we can figure out what else we could do. We can disrupt them by removing energies from their Pokemon. We could do that. So with Butterfree VMAX attack, again, it dealt a pretty good damage, I guess. Substantial amount of damage. And now their Lucario Metal is confused and poisoned, so it's gonna deal 10 damage every turn, which is good for us because again, with their defenses up like that, our attacks really do little damage, do little to nothing. So Zamazenta V is also another wall that we gotta go through because it's immune to our Butterfree VMAX attack. However, there is actually a secondary thing that we gotta keep in mind. Even though Zamazenta V is immune to the damage, it's not immune to the effects of attacks. So Zamazenta V can actually still get poisoned and get confused, so we're good. We're good with that. So Butterfree VMAX is still pretty useful in this fight, and that's what I mean with the Butterfree VMAX being in this deck. Very helpful in slowing our opponent down while we set up with our other Pokemon. Okay, so we're just gonna keep building up this Tsareena. It's gonna be very useful in the long run. Unfortunately, we don't have the second line for the Unified Mind Tsareena. We'll need a Rare Candy to evolve it, if we even still have a Rare Candy. So we gotta look for that if we still have it. So our opponent keeps building up their Zamazenta V. One more energy, it's gonna be able to attack, but it only should be dealing 130 damage, so we should still be surviving. Okay, so thanks to the confusion, Lucario Melmetal is taken down and we get 3 prize cards for it. So good for us. You know, good for us. So we're still in this game. We're still in this game, guys. Even though our opponent has, again, resistance to grass. And we got a Twin Energy we can attach to our Tsareena. So again, that increases the damage to our Power Whip. So when it's ready, it's gonna unleash its attack. So we'll switch it out to the active. Use Rillaboom to put 2 more energies onto the Tsareena. So now we have 6, 8. So that should deal 160 damage. Use Power Whip. And that will take out their Zacian V. Not bad, right guys? Not bad. Very powerful Power Whip. With all those energies, thanks to Rillaboom. And if we can set up this Tsareena from Unified Minds, we can hit it for more. Now with their Zamazenta V, our Tsareena should still survive since it's only dealing 130 damage. Tsareena has 150, so we should be good. We could retreat back and use its attack further in this game if we get to that, and be able to use Power Whip to one of their bench Pokemon. So attacking 6, 7, 8, 190, right? 190. So when we attacked Zacian V, it took out 190. It took out 90. No, 160. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 160. So it took out 60 damage from Zacian V. So that's why we dealt 100 damage to Zacian V. So we're dealing 100 damage basically. Did that Zacian V have a Metal Goggle? I forgot. So we could be dealing 100 to 130 damage using Power Whip with the energy we have on Tsareena right now. So our opponent has another Zamazenta V and another Zacian V on their bench. Okay, so Zamazenta V's attack actually takes out special energy, so that took out our Twin Energy. So we can try building it up again if we can. We do have one more Rare Candy, so we can evolve Tsareena with the Queenly Reward, so we can add more energy to our Tsareena in the active. But for now, we're gonna retreat it because I don't want it to get knocked out just yet. I'm gonna put Butterfree in the active because for 1 energy it can use Dizzying Poison, enabling it to use that attack, affecting our opponent's Zamazenta V. So again, they're gonna have a hard time attacking if it's poison. And with Rillaboom, we have the last 2 energies from our deck onto Butterfree V. Attack. Yeah, let's just attack, I guess. We will just do chip damage Zamazenta V will not be able to knock us out, but at least it's gonna provoke them, because if they do retreat, they will have to use up. They will lose 2 energies from this Zamazenta V. Because Zacian V on their bench can actually go to the active. If they attach 1 more energy on that Zacian V, they can knock out this Butterfree V. Okay, they have tag call, and then they have 2 Malo and Lana, so they can switch and heal with those 2. Yeah, this Lucario Melmetal Zacian combo is just very, very tanky. Has a lot of healing potential, huge defense, very hard to knock out. It's little wonder that this one won some tournaments. Alright, so let's just get another Rillaboom. Oh, we still have okay, we have 1 more Twin Energy. So the only basic we have is this tag team, so why not? We just put it in our hand. Anyways, if any of our Pokemon gets knocked out, it's ready to be put into play. We need it. For now, let's just retreat into Butterfree VMAX, because I don't want our opponent getting any more prize cards at this point, because they can easily just knock out everybody else instantly, and we'll lose this game even though we're ahead. So using Butterfree VMAX again, we're gonna affect our opponent's Zamazenta V, poisoning it and confusing it, so it's not gonna be able to attack again. That's gonna force them either to, if they're very daring, they're gonna try and attack, but it's not a guarantee. So they might just decide to retreat. And if they use Zacian V to attack, it's not gonna knock out our Butterfree VMAX, because again, 300 HP is on the low side for a VMAX, but at least it can tank an attack or 2 from really hard-hitting Pokemon Vs or VMAX. Okay, our opponent uses Boss's Order. Unfortunately, our Tsareena is not gonna survive, but it did a lot of things for us. You know, it disrupted our opponents from attaching energies, or at least prevent them from completing the attack requirements on their Pokemon, and it was able to knock out a Zacian V. So this Tsareena has done a good job. It even survived a Zamazenta V's attack, so not too bad, not too bad. Unfortunately, it's gonna get knocked out by our opponent's Zacian V. So their Zacian V can't attack right now. It doesn't have Metal Goggles, so our attack should do a lot more damage to it. Using Turffield Stadium, the only thing we have is Thwackey, which we don't really need, and we're just gonna evolve Rillaboom just so it can survive any attacks that might surprise us somewhere. But let's just use Skyla, and we're gonna use Brock's Grit so we can get more energies back into the deck, being able to use Rillaboom's ability, and we're gonna attack with Butterfree VMAX to do 90 damage plus 1 poison, dealing 100 damage on our opponent's Zacian V, poisoning it and confusing it as well. So Butterfree VMAX is pretty good. If our opponent had GX, their deck would be perfect against our deck, so we're good. We're good that they don't have GX. So otherwise, we would have been defeated a while ago, you know. So good thing we're good here. We're good. We're safe. We're safe for now. We have 8 energies on our discard pile. Our opponent is gonna use Malo and Lana to escape Zacian V and heal it back to 100% HP. We're gonna switch Zamazenta V back, or a new Zamazenta V into their active, and their other Zacian V is fully charged. Basically, they just need to attach 1 energy to it and be able to attack. Let's get a full line of Tsareena. Maybe we can still showcase this one, use it to the full in this deck. So we're gonna get a full evolution line of that Tsareena into our deck and 3 energies. So we can use 3 energies using Rillaboom's attack or its ability. And I think the best option we have right now, not really into Tsareena, but into our tag team, Rowlet and Exeggutors, into Rowlet and Exeggutor tag team. Build it up because it's this one's gonna help out. We haven't used our GX attack yet. Maybe there's a way to build up its energy requirement. So we're just gonna use Tsareena. Maybe we'll have a few more turns to build it up in that way, and just discard all of the energies on our opponent's board. But for now, we'll attack Zamazenta V. It only deals 190 damage, so we're 60 less. They're decreasing because of their defenses. They're decreasing our damage output by 60. So our tag team, even if the Zacian attacks, we're gonna survive, but barely. We basically gotta figure out how to get those energies onto Rowlet as much as possible. The only way we can energize is through the queenly reward, but it's only gonna give 1 energy at a time, so we need 2 more. Unfortunately, there's no more energies on our deck, so we can't really rely on voltage speed ability at this time. So even if we use our 200 damage GX attack, it's not gonna knock out this Zacian V. If we can gust Zamazenta V into the active, we could win. Maybe. Yeah, we should be able to, but there's no way we can switch Zamazenta V into the active right now, really. If we lose this tag team, they're gonna be getting 3 prize cards for it. So I think the best option is really just to retreat for now and get our Butterfree VMAX into the active. At least we'll be able to disrupt them by means of its poison and confusion attack, effect of its attack, and we're gonna do little damage to it, but it's better than nothing. But at least they're not gonna be able to attack. They could switch out, they could retreat and switch into the other Zamazenta V, but our Butterfree VMAX should survive that attack. We just gotta figure out how to survive and be able to get enough attacks in to beat our opponent. Alright, so they just pass. Because if they Intrepid Sword, that's their deck is actually dwindling down. They have 4 cards left, which is good for us. We could just deck them out and continue to attack with this Butterfree VMAX. If they decide to attack with Zacian V, they could just get hurt. I don't know if they don't have any more energies, because this active Zacian V can just retreat and move the other Zacian V into the active and start attacking. Not sure what our opponent is. Okay, well, they have Malo and Lana that will heal their Zacian V back. So again, we have to work our way into knocking out one of their. We need just one more prize card. It's just really difficult with this increased defense to get any substantial amount of damage done to these Pokemon. So they do pass. I don't think they have any more energy. I don't want to Marnie because that's gonna put back more cards onto their deck, and if making them deck out as our only option of winning, we're gonna go for that. So let's go ahead and continue to use the G-Max Tox Breeze of Butterfree VMAX, preventing Zamazenta V from attacking if anything. Again, it can retreat into a Zacian V. But I don't know if they have any more energy. Okay, the bosses order us. That's probably what they're gonna do, is retreat. Attack with Zacian V so that they can get 3 prize cards. So we'll put our Butterfree VMAX back into the active. Let's build up Tsareena again. Maybe we can start sniping their bench. But we don't have any more energy. So the Queen's Reward Tsareena is a little bit limited in terms of getting energy because for our Pokemon, because it only attaches to the active. Butterfree VMAX is good with 3 grass energy, so it doesn't really need it. So it makes it a little harder to put energy on our Bounsweet or our other Tsareena, because we can't attach energy from the discard onto the bench. It has to be the active. And our opponent needing only one more prize card, we don't want to give them that chance. Unless they have another boss's order, they could just force us to put one of the Pokemon onto our active. But right now, our Butterfree VMAX should be able to tank any one attack from Zacian V. So the other Zacian V is fully charged and ready to attack. Okay, they're gonna use Marnie. We have boss's order. That's good. We have boss's order. Okay. So Butterfree VMAX not gonna survive. You know, with the lack of supports, because they have 3 more cards in their deck. I don't know what. The fact that they are not able to switch out their Pokemon a lot must mean that they don't have any more support cards that enables them to switch. We have a boss's order. Okay, Steenee. Tsareena is about to get be put into play. So I think the best way really is to boss's order this Lucario Melmetal. It requires 3 retreat. It has 3 retreat costs, so it's not gonna be able to retreat. And we could just hack away at it with Butterfree VMAX attack. And with one more attack, we should be able to knock it out, yeah. So once they pass, we just knock it out with our Butterfree VMAX, and we win. Yeah. So I'm hoping they don't have anything else to switch it out. Otherwise, we lose this game. No, okay. Yeah. So we win this game. Thanks to Boss's order. Oh my goodness. Boss's order coming in clutch at the end of the game too. Crazy. We only got a Boss's orders late at the end of the deck. Because we have 4 more cards left in the deck. And that will win us the game. Yeah. Not bad. So we're just gonna... All we really need to do is hit this Lucario with VMAX Toxapex and we win the game. Good game. Oh my goodness, that was a close one. Very close game. And that's the showcase for the new Tsareena from the Darkness Ablaze set against the top tier deck, Lucario, Metal, and Zacian V combo. This one was a very long game. It was a game of the mind really, because it took more than almost a half an hour for me to get through this game because it's just really hard to get through all that defenses, but we were able to do it. So I really enjoyed this game, this match. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, again, please don't forget to press that like button. Also consider subscribing again if you haven't already for more contents like these, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.